Testing. Are we back? Yeah, let's test five. Testing. Alright, we're good. We're live. We're back. I have got a timer set for something in the oven in 10 minutes. So we'll sneak off. But, right. Okay. Yep.
Okay, let's get this
Oh,
over
fuck.
with.
I forgot to use the fucking hell. Forgot to use the buzzer. Vulture meat already. Right. Let's try it again. 17 now? Death count, is that? Continue. Here we go. Okay, what's around? Running there? No. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's try it again. Death count. 18. Vulture meat. Oh, it's around here. Oh, fuck. Don't let me use
Okay,
it.
let's get this over with.
Is it timed or something? 19. Death count 19. Vulture meat. Let's try again. Okay. Buzzer. Can we go that way? Can I run? Can I just run that way? Jump off the edge? For me? I'm gonna jump off the edge. Ah. Not quick enough. Vulture meat. 20 there. Right, buzzer the kiln. Now fucking jump, mate. Oh, I see I fucking landed in the fucking truck. Fine. Stobart, lad.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, George.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on
Grafting.
your own.
Let's take another look at the
fucking hell,
manuscript.
fuck that. Let's take another look at the manuscript. Do we even need any need? Or lens now? Maybe there is.
That's the face of the statue I saw at the Bull's Head. Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Let's take another look at the manuscript. That's the tripod we borrowed.
Yep.
That's the gem that
Yep.
That's the face of...
Yeah. Okay.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Oh, that's the fucking faces we saw of them.
That's the face of the statue I saw at the Bull's Head. There's a woman looking at her but the reflection... The Night Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. And that's not a crystal ball. It's the lens I found in Marib. That's the clue that led me to Spain. That's the clue that led me to the Bull's Head in Syria.
I don't know.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
What do I
Okay.
do? Yeah, but what am I doing? Okay. Is there... Do I need to go back to the cafe, mate? Is there anything at the cafe? It's gotta be the cafe, hasn't it? Gotta be the cafe. You can't go back to these places now, they're grayed out. So if I look at the retro map, I'm in Paris. I guess that's Ireland. I've been there. Spain, been there. Syria, been there. I've got to go to Russia, Poland, Germany, Italy, and Greece yet. Yeah, married. Like, that's fucking loads of places that I've not been. Like, there's loads of shit left to do, if that's right. Back to Paris. Let's speak to fucking... What's his face? Long arm at the thru. What's his name again? Can't think of his name. Lobino, that's it.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
Corral style
It's
holiday,
a
that,
long
isn't it?
story, but I found the Bull's Head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In occidenta sita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map. Does this lens mean anything to you?
Nothing.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Right. Do I speak to who? Russo again?
Hi, it's me again.
Again?
Yes, I spoke to you earlier.
But of course. It is Monsieur Hardy.
Stobart. George Stobart. Where's Sergeant Moo?
Sergeant.
Oh, it's not Moo.
You haven't heard?
Heard what? Has something happened to him?
Moo is dead.
What?
You're kidding.
No, monsieur.
That's... How? Why?
The death of a policeman never comes as a surprise, but always as a shock.
Sergeant Moo? He was so...
I know. He was as
I
flexible
twigged he looked
as a
different when I
riot
walked in, you
baton.
know.
Yet his heart
It's
was as
ginger.
warm as A freshly extracted urine sample.
I'd like to shake you by the hand.
Do you want to be arrested for assaulting a policeman?
Huh?
I noticed the shake and shock buzzer concealed in your hand.
Do you know anything about Rosso's psychic techniques?
I cannot comment on my superior's methods. All I will say is that Inspector Rousseau has an impressive record.
He's a good detective?
One of the best. He's a man of honor, with a fine sense of duty.
You wouldn't say he was... a screwball?
Not to his face, monsieur.
Thanks for your help, officer.
Poor Moo. Yeah, poor Moo. Moo. Okay, guess it's not here. Right. Where am I going then? What am I doing? Totally missed what I've got to do next. Are we sure it's not at the fucking cafe, mate? Is there nothing at the cafe? He said, I'm dying to go back, but I know he said nothing else there.
You're back.
Oui, I have returned.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Would you like to shake... I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an insolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Dang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
Pause that one sec. And we're back.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
Tickle.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Who?
Sewer Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so harsh or beneath the neck? The damned elusive sewers.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist. What
That's funny.
nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian.
Okay,
Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth. I think he suspected me of being the mysterious Sewer Jacques, and the last thing I needed at the moment was to be arrested for...
Right, I think that I've got some shit at that thing, this church, the lens, I bet it goes on that statuette or something. Oh, there's a bloke here.
Excuse me, Father.
Shh.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
Why does he sound so fucking delicate?
I thought about using the shake and shock on him, but I couldn't do that to a priest.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can, lad. Let's ask him about him first.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
Okay, and you again?
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui.
Excuse me?
Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Templars?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of memo, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I need that candlestick. Go put the lens on that thing, because I looked through that before. Fucking God, he knows what
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Hey! A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCCXIV. That's 1314. A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
Okay.
Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
Okay, so I've got a date, yeah. Is this guy gonna know anything?
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The burning man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
The Templars were demonstrating a pretty good grasp of physics. If the dissolution hadn't happened, we'd have had cold fusion power last century. A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship, a scholarly knight. A priest stood by the pews, energetically On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
I bet that fucking where he's polishing is fucking something I need.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
No, monsieur. I'm afraid not.
Not really. More. Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
He loves a good polish him. Yes, I'll polish it up, lad.
That'd be very good of you.
Don't rub it.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Can I grab that?
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Boy, what a shine you got on this.
Merci. It is all in
Polishing a
linguistics.
fucking candlestick.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Let's go over here.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it, but the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more. Psalms 22, 21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the de Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Note, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own. Just think, there's a dead guy under there. I was surprised Philip Lebel had left this place alone.
I'm gonna speak to fucking this guy.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
Boy,
Merci.
It's the wrist action.
boy,
Say that.
what a shine you got on this.
Merci. It is all in the wrist action.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
What am I doing? I feel like I've done everything here for now. See Nico. J'arrive.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, George. I saw this story this morning. It won't make me Journalist of the Year, but I can't afford to pay the electric bill. What have you been up to?
Listen, remember the missing Spanish Templar? I found his tomb in the church at Montfaucon.
So he's dead, then?
I wish you wouldn't be so sarcastic.
I was only joking, George. The Countess will be delighted.
Yeah, maybe this'll help lift the curse.
What now? Are you going to dig up his bones?
There's no need for that. Well, not yet. What I still don't understand is the significance of the chalice.
Yes, there must be something we're missing.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Where's the chalice?
That's the lens I found on Klausner's body in the bull's head. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. That's the clue that led me to Spain. That's the clue that led me to the bull's head in Syria. That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum. That's the face of the statue I saw at the bull's head. That's the gem that Pegram found in Loch Marne.
Yeah, this is now.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No. You found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
I brought you a present from Syria.
Oh, George, you shouldn't have bothered. What is it?
This.
A necklace. It's rather heavy.
Ethnic craftsmanship at its most rustic.
Oh, of course, I love it.
You do?
It will always remind me of you.
Okay, as if that's the use for that.
Would you like to look after the chalice?
Oh no, I wouldn't feel comfortable with a sacred relic in the house.
Alright, do.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Do I go to the cafe?
It was hard to believe it was the same chalice. Now the light gleamed off its perfect surface.
Should have known I needed to go back to Lobano.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
They killed off Moo. That's mental.
While I was in
Why?
Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions.
Right, it doesn't.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Do I go back to the cafe? Oh. Baphomet. There we go. Who's this geezer? Fucking. Who's him?
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. I was pretty sure the shaken shock had shot its bolt in Syria.
Aw.
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoked so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too?
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but là,
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's
Excavation.
unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an
Yeah.
archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece
A
suits,
group.
crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
One on this guy.
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur. Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Bid, but. No, can I get down there? Yeah. What the hell is this gimp?
Hi?
What's up with
Excuse
his
me?
fucking eyes?
Oui?
Officer Goofy. Was him.
I was gonna have to get rid of this thing. It was dead.
Gutted.
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground. What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
"Nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?"
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
He's so dumb, Officer Doofy.
The guard was being
Goofy.
amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
Okay. I'll do some
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
something in here. Right, doorway. Doorway. A phone. I assume the phone's just gonna be like all the other phones.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
I want the bugler.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there. I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
Who does the thermostat? This is gonna go up to that guy, innit? That little wheel where his paint pot is. Just try and go for the door.
I
Good.
didn't think that the guard would just let me waltz past. Besides, I had a hunch that door was locked. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
Try the ID card.
Hi again.
What is it?
Do you recognize this name?
Merlin. No.
Hi again.
What is it?
Have you seen this man before?
Oh,
You have.
uh, no.
Right, there's gotta be some upstairs.
A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
There was a dumpster full of debris. From the excavation, I guessed. The painter didn't seem to regard the painting as too important. Not as important as a cigarette break, anyway. The painter had a pot of gunmetal gray primer hanging from the barrier. A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster.
um,
The gate was surrounded by some pretty fancy ironwork. I couldn't climb over.
transducer phone.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
Hi, Nico?
George, what have you discovered?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
George, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my voice saying, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Oh,
She's not keen, George.
there was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
Right. The ball rolling on the hints. Oh, fuck off. I know. I fucking know. No shit. How is that a hint? Fucking know I've got to get in that door. No shit.
The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on, all empty and all uninteresting. couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
Hi, it's me again.
What now? A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I have a red nose.
Imagine.
Plaster? Does he want any plaster?
Hi, it's me again.
Plaster of
What now?
I have some plaster of Paris.
Amazing.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
Been bummed. Tissue on the railway, maybe? Wipe it down? Get it greasy? I don't know. Oh. It's gotta be something stupid, simple.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Bit, but... Over here, is there? Oh. Oh. Next thing's gonna be shit as well. Ugh. Come on. Tell me something that I fucking already know. Ooh, real hint.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there. The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on, all empty and all uninteresting.
I can't get in any of the doors.
There was
Oh, don't need that toilet chain, do I? Toilet.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
Studio. Get a bit fucking nippy. Right. I gotta get the toilet chain back on. There you go. I fucked up. God.
Hi again.
What is it?
Trying to get into a locked washroom. I had the strongest feeling of deja vu. I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
As if that's it. Fuck me.
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right, it's up there. Right, okay, let's go look for the bin.
I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate.
There's loads of fucking coal in it.
I didn't want any coal. I didn't want to use that unless I really had to. I didn't want to use that unless I really had to. The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink. Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them. I could have climbed onto the sink, prized the ventilator cover loose, wedged myself into the tiny hole, smashed the far cover out, and plunged headfirst into the next room. Or I could just go through the door like a sane person. There was a ventilation grill up in the wall. Hi again.
What is it?
What was I supposed to say? Hey, look what I stole. Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
The doorway led to an old There was nothing.
Hey, monsieur, don't go with my keys. What is it?
Here's the keys.
Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
This guy the stones.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Would you be interested in soap?
Not at this exact moment, no.
It does.
Hi again.
What is it?
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Capacious as my pockets were. On the keyring was a big old key that looked like it might fit the excavation door. Being in a charming comfort state, that place was kept in, at least it.
I block it up with plaster. Size him in.
A bin stood in the corner. It didn't look like it had been emptied for a while. I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate.
Can't do some hand dry, I reckon. Somebody dry it.
Hi again.
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I didn't think that the guard would. I had a hunch. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Hmm. Why are these puzzles just not, like, going into my brain? I need to put, like, the paint tub down. I need to go and distract that gun somehow. Shit.
I figured this was better done out.
Use the keys, George. Fuck me, lad.
I made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
I still use plaster.
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
Need to get wet. Oh.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key, way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well. That...
Go. Shit.
The thing felt really hot. Big demand seemed...
Oh, I'm gonna have to dip in the paint upstairs. Alright.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
You gonna just fucking let me do it though? No, he's not.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Off, mate.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling. How clever. How pointless.
I made this key out of plaster. Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I made this key out.
Australing.
Hi, it's me again.
What now? A greasy tissue. Don't get, or there'll be a...
God.
Hey, monsieur!
And my paint
Okay.
pot.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Right. Yeah. Get a bit of paint on it though. How do I get past the man's paint pot?
I couldn't climb over. Gunmetal paint. Interesting. The painter didn't seem to regard the painting as too important. Not as important as a cigarette break, anyway.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I have a red nose.
Imagine.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
What do I fucking meddle with this? Chop it down. I can.
I turned the heating off.
I know it. It's cold, lad. Guys,
Hi
gloves
again.
on.
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Yeah, what is-
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
We need to do anything in the bong now.
Hi again.
What is it?
Feel it.
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical.
Never.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. The shovel used to feed the furnace was stuck into the pile of coal. A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. I'd turned the thermostat all the way down. I turned the thermostat back to where I'd found it.
Get on now. What?
Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access. I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur. What is it?
Here's the keys.
Merci, monsieur.
I'm trying. He says,
Hi, it's me
"It was
again.
dig a man's
What
big
now?
butt." It's my fucking
Be seeing you.
key,
Au
lad.
revoir, monsieur. Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Fucking paint pot, lad. Just let me dip this plaster in it. Ah. Gonna be something so obvious.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Be seeing you.
I'll be
Au
so
revoir, monsieur.
nervous. With gloves. He's got his gloves on now. I need to fucking make him cold. I don't know.
I turned the heating off.
Hi again.
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I think. I have to sleep on this one.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. I'd turned the thermostat all the way down. It was getting pretty chilly.
chilly at the guy outside's in a fucking t-shirt. Let's just go back outside to this paint pot. See if we can sort it out here. Apparently it's freezing, but he's got a fucking t-shirt on. It's gunmetal grey.
Gunmetal paint. Interesting.
Hey, monsieur!
Get
Get
away
away from
from
my
my
paint
paint
pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. What?
Oh, my mate. Gotta convince him to fuck off somehow.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I don't know what of these. Yeah.
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling! How clever!
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I think I'll leave it here. Am I gonna hate this? Or it's gonna fucking do me head in? It's that obvious. So just call Nico. Really? That it? That it? Fuck me.
Couleur.
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Goodbye, George.
No, wait a minute. I need your help.
What kind of help? I told you I'm busy.
This will only take a few minutes, I promise.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
As if that was it.
Hi, it's me again.
What
Well, I didn't
now?
think about Nico never does help.
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
A well-used...
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah, well, I had a cigarette to finish. And, monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Need the bug lad.
Hi again.
What is it?
I need to use the,
Again?
I have this
Never mind.
I'm going to
Yes,
swap the
the
keys over now. What do I do then to get him away?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh, you forgetting to use the fucking key.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the work. I turn the heat up.
You could.
I have my glove.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I turned the heating off.
Hi again.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution.
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Right.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I guess I'll finish this next time. Get him away. We'll save it there, Dip. I believe I've bought 10 hours, 47 minutes into this game so far, nearly 11 hours. I bet I've not even scratched the surface. But yes, that'll be it for now, Dip. Enjoy, and I'll catch you next time.